Hi, my name is Chris. This is my first video on YouTube. Today I would like to talk about dream interpretation. I'll share with you a technique for dream interpretation that is personal to you and at the same time gives you access to information that you would not normally consciously have about the meaning of your dreams. To begin with, I'd like to explain that dream interpretation is personal. That means that what happens in your dreams is symbolic and evokes feelings that are personal. Those symbols and feelings are all personal to you. So rather than looking in a book or other source to find out the meaning of your dreams, it can be a lot more helpful for you to look to a more personal source of information within your own mind to find the meaning of your dreams. Fortunately, this is available. Now, I'd like you to think about the use of avatars in a gaming world. For those of you who aren't familiar with online gaming, you could have an avatar which is a character which represents you in a virtual world. You give this character its own special appearance and then play through the eyes of that character using its abilities. In the same way, we're going to create a character who interprets our dreams for us. This is our dream interpreter. Our dream interpreter has the job of interpreting our dreams for us, and in order to do this, we give it a special identity. It helps to first imagine our dream interpreter by giving it some sort of special qualities, such as a particular gender, size, weight. Could be wearing special clothing like a cowboy hat or a red silk dress or what have you. Whatever the case may be, however you want to set your character up, you want to do it in such a way so that they are distinguished from you. Later, when you identify with your dream interpreter character, you will put yourself in their shoes and see through their eyes, and in doing so, you will have the ability to interpret your own dreams. Now, I know this sounds awfully strange, but it is actually possible. So let's begin and walk through the process of creating your dream interpreter character. First, decide what gender you want them to be. They can be either gender. Next, decide what kind of clothes they'll wear, what kind of distinguishing features they have, and so forth. In my case, my dream interpreter character is wearing an old-fashioned British Bobby's outfit, the old-fashioned British police officer's outfit. And he's about 5 foot tall. After you've decided these features, the clothing and characteristics, next I want you to imagine there's an empty room. It's well lit, but there are no windows, no doors, just an empty room, and inside that room, sitting on a chair in the middle of the room, is your character. Now, you may not have very good visualization abilities, and it might be difficult for you to visually imagine your character, but if you are not able to do that, simply imagine that you're doing it and feel what it feels like to enter into your character without necessarily focusing on the visual aspects of your character. In other words, assume it's happening, and without worrying about what you're seeing, just trust what you're feeling. Now kind of zoom down and place yourself inside the body of your dream interpreter character. You're seeing through their eyes. You feel their body. You feel their personality and identity. Relax and get settled in this context, seeing through their eyes, feeling what it feels like to be them. Now, you, the person, yourself, are outside as a floating consciousness, communicating with your dream interpreter character. And your dream interpreter character has the innate ability to interpret your dreams by using access to information which your conscious mind is not normally able to access. The reason that your dream interpreter character is able to do this is because that is its function and it's part of its identity. In other words, you're giving it this ability because it's a purely mental ability. This character is inside of your own mind, and your mind has access to non-conscious information. So you can see this character as a way of accessing information that isn't normally consciously available. Now, while seeing through this character's eyes, think about a significant dream that you had at some point that you would like to interpret. Ask your dream interpreter to remember and interpret this dream. They're aware of all the dreams that you've had, and they know all the details. Now, allow them to, step by step, break down the dream and interpret it for you. The important thing here is to get out of the way. Even though you're seeing through this character's eyes and identifying with them, the temptation will be to be yourself and not your dream interpreter character. If you do that, then you'll block their ability to do their job. So you need to just relax, identify with them, and allow them to speak and say whatever comes to mind. This is different from normal thinking because you're not thinking your way through this process. The information will simply rise to the surface and come out of them without any conscious prompting on your behalf. Now you might want to write down their interpretation of what the dream means. You can then ask them more specific questions about details of the dream that maybe they did not cover. When you're finished, simply disconnect from your dream interpreter character and return to being yourself. I hope this was helpful, and remember that with practice you will get better at this. If on your first attempt you're not able to get any significant information about your dream, it's probably because you're blocking. What you want to do is take a few days and practice this technique. Simply relax into being your dream interpreter character and don't think or analyze the experience, but simply learn to relax into it. Then after a few days, try again and keep doing this over and over until you get to the point where you're able to have your dream interpreter character interpret your dreams for you successfully. Take care and talk to you next time.